Hi, you're watching Yoga with AJ, and today we start a series which will help us to connect better with our breath, learn to breathe better, increase the lung capacity, and eventually learn pranayama, which are exercises that help us to control, manipulate, augment the breath and the energy systems in our body. This is very important because it helps us to breathe better just in daily life. Breathing is something we usually take for granted. It's just happening automatically, so we don't pay too much attention to it. But when you bring your attention to your breath, make it more conscious, becomes a tool to help the mind calm down and help the body feel more energetic and relaxed as well. So today we're going to learn how to do a yogic breath, and we'll go through it slowly, very relaxed, lying down. You may need a bolster or a stack of pillows and a blanket. And as we lie down, I'd like you to make sure that your clothing is really comfortable. So if you're wearing a very tight belt or something that restricts your abdomen, it's not going to help you to breathe well. So make sure you're wearing something that's comfortable. You're lying down in a place which is quiet and relaxing and won't distract you or disturb you too much. So we start lying down either on a bed or on your yoga mat. Have a stack of pillows or a bolster pretty close to you so your back is supported. And the idea of having this is so that your chest comes into a nice open position, which it usually is not in. You can have your knees bent or just relax the legs however you like. You can also have a pillow under you, supporting your head if you feel like it. So nice and relaxed. So let's start to focus on the in-breath, that's the inhalation, and the exhale. And observe the quality of the breath. So every breath can be a little different, and unless you're used to a breathing exercise or modulating your breath or being aware of your breath, that's normal. So the breathing can be different from one breath to the other. One could be a little longer, a little shorter than the other. It could be a little ragged, or it could be a little smooth, a little shallow or a little deep. So observe the quality. How are you breathing? Just bring your awareness there. Let's try that for 3 breaths. Close your eyes if you feel like it. And then bring your awareness to the space near your navel, your stomach. Place one hand there or both hands, however you feel comfortable. And just observe whether your hand moves with the breath, which means is your stomach gently moving along with the breathing. Now bring your awareness to your chest. So place one hand there at your chest and see whether both hands move gently, which means your chest would be expanding and your stomach would also be expanding as you breathe gently. Now we'll move our hands to the ribs. So you can place your hands along the sides and see whether you feel the ribs expanding every time you inhale. And relax for a moment. Bring your hands down. Sometimes when we start to observe the breath or work with the breath, the exercise can seem completely pointless because breathing is so automated that we are not aware of it. So we think, what's the point of this? Why am I being made to observe my breath? It's just happening on its own. But most people don't use their entire lung capacity, which means that you are not as energized or as relaxed as you can be when you breathe better. So let's learn a yogic breath. And there are different parts, different muscles. So we started with the stomach, we moved to the chest and the ribs. And we're going to bring our awareness there. So placing your hand on your abdomen, every time you inhale, I'd like you to really expand the stomach and then allow it to relax again when you exhale. So as you exhale, you're gently going to draw your navel in towards your spine. Don't grip it, keep it relaxed. So one hand on the navel, let's try doing that for 5 deep breaths. Inhale, stomach expands. And as you exhale, it relaxes again. Let's see if you can expand your stomach as much as possible. So your hand will really move and then gently contract it, relaxing the abdomen down towards the spine. 2 more breaths like that. Really expand the abdomen as you breathe. And relax. So that's called diaphragmatic or abdominal breathing. So you have many muscles which help you to breathe. Very important one is your diaphragm. It's a flat muscle right here which separates the stomach from the chest cavity, from the lungs. And this is an instrumental part of your breathing. You need to become aware of it. Not that you can really control it, but with the movement of the abdomen, you allow the diaphragm to move more. So if I'm expanding my stomach, allowing it to grow when I inhale, my diaphragm drops, so a lot more air can come into my lungs. Now let's move our awareness to the chest, to the heart area. So this time, don't move the abdomen so much. Try to breathe in the chest. So you try to move the hand at the chest more when you inhale. And relax it again as you exhale. Let's do that for 4 more breaths. Might feel difficult at first to isolate and just use the muscles in the chest and the between the ribs, but we're going to try to do that. And relax. So that's called middle breathing. So you have the abdominal breathing, the middle breathing, and perhaps the most difficult to connect with, because it's so very subtle, is the upper breathing. So we just move the collarbones. So placing your hands on the collarbones right at the top and allowing only that to move without moving the stomach or the chest too much. Might feel very difficult, but let's try. Let's do that for just 2 more breaths. And relax. So hopefully you felt your stomach muscles moving with your inhale and your exhale. You felt the chest muscles moving with the inhale and the exhale, and maybe you felt the collarbones and the shoulders gently moving with the inhale and the exhale. So in a yogic breath, we're using all these muscles. So imagine that your breath is a wave in the sea. And the wave, the water starts from your stomach. The shore or the beach is somewhere near your collarbone. So the wave has to move, come all the way up, and then it will go back into the sea. It may be difficult to try and coordinate that one group of muscles at a time. So if everything's moving together, that's fine too. So I'm going to show it to you once. I have one hand on my navel, one hand on my chest. What I'll do is inhale, abdomen expand, chest expand, collarbone and shoulder rise, and go back the other way. So relax the collarbone and the shoulder, relax the chest, and then relax the abdomen. Let's try again. And relax. And if you feel everything's moving together, the abdomen and the chest, that's fine too. It's absolutely fine to let that happen. Let's try that for 5 breaths. and then allowing your body to relax. Just observing your breathing for 2 or 3 more breaths. And observe whether your mind and your body are feeling a little more relaxed after doing this. Or you're observing other things about your breath, like has it started to slow down maybe a little bit? Is it a little longer and a little deeper than when you started? So taking a moment for yourself and then bringing your awareness back into your body. So that was a yogic breath. And in the beginning when you're practicing this, you may feel, what's the point? I'm just breathing. But what it will do is, it will help you isolate the muscles of the breath, the stomach, the chest, bringing your awareness there. So when you're practicing, when you're doing your yoga practice, if a particular pose demands that you're not able to use any of these muscles, for example, you're in plank pose and you can't use the stomach because the stomach is being used to keep your pose really strong, then you need to learn to breathe in the chest. So for example, I'm in plank pose, I have my stomach active, and now I need to learn to breathe in my chest. Similarly, if I am in a pose where my back is already arched, I'm already in a very arched position, it's very difficult to breathe in the chest here. So I would have to breathe in the stomach. So that's one advantage, getting to know your muscles better, connecting with them through your mind. And the breath and the mind are completely linked. So where the breath goes, the mind will follow, and vice versa. So if you look at how you breathe when you're tense or you're angry, it will be short, quick, shallow breathing. So if you're breathing like that all the time, your body gets used to those responses as well. It starts releasing those kind of hormones which signal that you are stressed. Vice versa, if you have your breath relaxed and smooth, your mind will calm down as well. So anytime you're feeling very tired or you're feeling, say, angry and you can't lie down, sit in a chair and practice either deep breathing or the yogic breathing. And in the beginning, you may feel like nothing's happening at all. But as you practice, maybe 5 breaths, 10 breaths, and then try to take it to 10 minutes per day, you will find that it helps boost your immunity. It helps you to stay calm and energized, and it also helps your thinking to become a lot clearer. So that was yogic breathing. This is where we start, and if you can, try and practice this every day just for a few moments. So you're watching Yoga with AJ. Remember to stay connected with yourself, and I'll see you in my next video.